Okay, welcome to ICT Integration Workshop 4.2, Presentation Tools. This time we're looking at Quizlet and Quizlet Live. Quizlet was designed as a series of flashcards online that any student, teacher or anyone else could make. There is now approximately 50 billion questions already written, divided into about that many, like 50 million flashcard sets. My numbers could be out because every time I'll check it's different again, so it keeps going up and up and up. But it allows students to actually learn, do testing as a form of learning. All right, now I'm just going to get out of this and switch across. Okay, so here I'm in Quizlet. Now these are sets I've already made, and I'm just going to click on solids, liquids and gases. And you can see down here I've got the term and then the information on the right. You can add in pictures, you can do voiceovers and everything for students that struggle to understand the reading or need help in getting you to say it. And there's all these different games, and I'm going to go to Quizlet Live, which I have sitting here. So students have to go to quizlet.live, and then they just punch in the code. Now I'm going to bring this one up, so here's one I've prepared, so 530263, and every time you do it will be different numbers. Join game, and my name is Jared. Now, I always get the students to do their proper name. Some kids try to put in a funny name. If you let that happen, you can have issues because they get sillier and sillier. If I put it in here and I go, hang on, I don't like that name, I can click it, and then that student has to go and put their proper name in again. All right, so they can keep changing it until they get it right, or you just boot them out. Now, if I bring this up, you can see I've got 3 sitting here, and I go create game with 7 students, and I'm going to go assign random teams. So automatically, it's allowing me to do the different teams. Now, I've got 2 teams. 3 of these are on my laptop, one's on my iPhone, the other one's all on my iPhone. And if we look here, you can see that these teams all have wolves here. Now, if I shuffle them, you see it changes, right? So you can keep shuffling until you get a group that you want. I could just be here forever trying to shuffle them all up until I get the way I want. I really want them all on one, all the laptops on one. It's going to take forever if I do it this way though. This will do. Right, so you can see I've got here 2 owls and a Mustang. So if I bring these ones to the front, that's not going to really work. And I go start game. Wait, not everyone's ready. I'm going to start game anyway. Okay, so here, this is what the teacher sees. Okay, so I'm just going to put it down here. So teacher sees these 2 ones. Now, up here, I'm just going to get rid of this one because I don't need it. All right, actually, I'm just going to move them out of the way. So this is one team, right? It's got 1, 2, and the third one's on my phone. All right, and you can see, although it's very small, I'm just going to bring one of them up. Okay, so here we have a question at the top. All right, so locate a nucleus of an atom, positively charged, heavy in electron. Now, I've got here, it's melting elements. It's none of those. All right, let's have a quick look at the next one, because to me it sounds like it's a proton. And guess what? It's not in there either. But on my iPhone, I've got 4 more questions. So each student has to get to all the same questions. That's 4 more answers, sorry. Each student gets gets their set of answers and the same question. So if on my iPhone, I click proton, it says correct, okay? And that ticks it off. So then the next one comes up on it. Something is a way to describe matter in which you tell how closely particles are arranged. I'm going to say electron. I know that's incorrect, right? But the students go, we think it's this one, and it says wrong, okay? You put this, this is the correct answer, and you've answered this, all right? Now to give you some kind of idea, if I go back to here, okay, so as I'm answering it, volume changes, density is lower than solids, particles move randomly, so it sounds like it's a gas there. In gases, yes, so you see that now I'm starting to move up. Particles move faster, and if objects called particles move slower. So I would say that's the link between particles and motion. So you can see it's going up. Now, get our next question, do you have the match? And I'm just going to click electron again. You can see that this turns red, and then it gives me the correct answer. This times out a little second, so it forces you to wait for a second, and then it drops down. So students keep working until they get all the way to the end, and then it will come up and say, yes, the owls win, or the Mustangs win. You must have at least 6 students to be able to do this. and it will divide them into groups of teams of 3 or 4, depending on the number of students. There is no limit to how many students you can do this with, although as you get higher and higher, it gets harder and harder to get all the students on board. Now, when I do this, I get it started, and the students stand up, and then they move around the room until they're all sitting in the same group. And then I start the game. Now, you can be a little bit more harsh and say you've got 5 seconds to find your group, and they start running, and they get really excited. They run around the room, trying to find the rest of the people in their group, and off they go. You can make them sit where they are, and then they can only guess. They have to sit there and wait. I also play it silently sometimes, so there's lots of different ways of doing it. The good thing is you can use it as a test of prior knowledge, and use it as a learning tool, so then students can learn what the answers are as they go through, or you can use it as to try and further, as test, like revision at the end of the unit. All right, so that is Quizlet. As you can see, there's lots of different options. Quizlet Live, unfortunately, you have to have a subscription for. The rest of them are for free. So that's why I've left it as one of the extra options. All right, thank you.